drained, or needing a nap just to get through the day. It might be more than just aging. It could be your cholesterol sending a silent alarm. High cholesterol is like a hidden thread in your bloodstream. It doesn't knock loudly. Instead, it quietly builds up, waiting to strike with serious issues like heart disease or a stroke. Shockingly, over 39% of adults worldwide face this silent danger without even knowing it. Here's the scary part. Most people discover it only after a major health crisis, a heart attack, or worse. That's why recognizing even the slightest hints your body gives is crucial. The good news? With early detection, you can take control naturally through diet, exercise, and a few simple changes. Today, let's uncover 12 signs that your cholesterol might be higher than it should be. Ready? Let's dive in. Number 1. Yellowish deposits around your eyes. Xanthelasma. Those small yellowish patches around the eyes might seem like a minor cosmetic quirk, but they're often a sign of something more profound. These yellow deposits are actually collections of cholesterol beneath the skin, appearing more frequently in people with high levels of LDL or bad cholesterol. Around 1% of the population has xanthelasma, but it's more common among those with high cholesterol, diabetes, or other risk factors for heart disease. Xanthelasma develops when excess cholesterol seeps into the thin, delicate skin around the eyes. Think of it as a physical manifestation of cholesterol building up in the bloodstream. In fact, studies show that up to 50% of people with xanthelasma also have abnormal lipid levels. While they don't cause direct harm, these patches can be a red flag for cholesterol clogging up blood vessels, which may eventually lead to heart disease and stroke. Those small yellowish patches around your eyes might seem like a harmless cosmetic quirk, but they're actually deposits of cholesterol beneath the skin. Known as xanthelasma, these patches often appear in people with high LDL bad cholesterol. While they don't directly harm you, they serve as a red flag for potential cholesterol buildup in your arteries. If you notice these yellowish patches, it might be time to check your cholesterol levels and address any underlying cardiovascular risks. Number 2. Leg pain or cramping while walking. Muscle fatigue? Maybe, but it could actually signal high cholesterol levels. This symptom is often related to peripheral artery disease (PAD), a condition where cholesterol buildup narrows the arteries that supply blood to your legs. Muscle fatigue is something many of us experience, especially after intense physical activity or a long day, but it can sometimes be more than just a temporary discomfort. Persistent or unexplained muscle fatigue, particularly in the legs, can be an early indicator of a more serious health condition, high cholesterol. In some cases, this symptom is linked to peripheral artery disease (PAD), a condition where the arteries in the legs become narrowed or blocked due to cholesterol buildup. PAD not only causes muscle fatigue, but can also lead to pain, cramping, and even mobility issues if left untreated. Recognizing the connection between muscle fatigue and PAD could be an important step in identifying high cholesterol levels and preventing further complications. We often dismiss minor symptoms like muscle fatigue, assuming they're just a result of overexertion or stress. However, these seemingly benign signs could be early warnings of underlying health problems, such as high cholesterol. Cholesterol is vital for our body, but when levels are too high, it can lead to plaque buildup in the arteries, restricting blood flow and causing a range of issues. One such problem is peripheral artery disease (PAD), which typically affects the legs, leading to symptoms like muscle fatigue, cramping, and pain. Understanding the link between muscle fatigue and high cholesterol can empower us to seek medical attention before the condition worsens, potentially preventing more severe complications, including heart disease or stroke. Number 3. Tingling or numbness in the hands and feet. This might seem like a minor annoyance, but it can be a sign of poor circulation due to high cholesterol. When cholesterol builds up along artery walls, it narrows the passageways through which blood flows, making it harder for oxygen-rich blood to reach your extremities. This restriction reduces oxygen supply to the nerves, causing the familiar pins and needle sensation, or even full-on numbness. Left unaddressed, this condition can worsen, leading to further nerve damage over time. At first glance, feeling cold or experiencing numbness in your hands and feet might seem like a trivial inconvenience, something that comes and goes with the seasons. However, if these sensations are persistent, they could be a sign of something more serious: poor circulation due to high cholesterol. When cholesterol levels are too high, it can begin to accumulate along the walls of your arteries, leading to narrowing and stiffening of the blood vessels. This restricts the flow of oxygen-rich blood to your extremities, making your hands and feet feel colder or numb, left unchecked. This can lead to more severe complications, such as peripheral artery disease or even heart disease, underscoring the importance of recognizing these subtle signs and addressing the root cause, high cholesterol. We often overlook minor symptoms, like cold hands and feet, attributing them to cold weather or stress. However, persistent coldness or numbness could actually be a warning sign of something much deeper. It may indicate poor circulation, which is often caused by high cholesterol levels. Cholesterol, a waxy substance in the body, is necessary in small amounts, but can cause serious health problems when there is too much. When excess cholesterol accumulates in the arteries, it forms plaque that can narrow and harden the blood vessels, making it difficult for blood to flow freely. This reduction in blood flow means less oxygen and nutrients are reaching your extremities, which can result in cold or numb hands and feet. If left untreated, poor circulation can lead to more dangerous conditions like peripheral artery disease, PAD, and increase the risk of heart disease. Therefore, it's important to pay attention to these subtle signs and consult a healthcare provider to address any underlying cholesterol issues. Number 4. Frequent headaches, especially around the temples. Recurring headaches? High cholesterol might be restricting blood flow to your brain. When cholesterol begins to build up along the walls of blood vessels, it narrows the arteries, making it harder for blood to reach your brain. This can cause pressure buildup, leading to persistent headaches. Studies show that high cholesterol increases the risk of atherosclerosis, a condition where arteries become narrowed due to plaque buildup. Cholesterol-related headaches may feel more intense, throbbing, or persistent, often resistant to typical remedies like hydration or pain relievers. We all experience the occasional headache, whether it's from stress, dehydration, or lack of sleep. But if you find yourself dealing with recurring or unusually intense headaches, it might be worth paying closer attention. These headaches could be more than just a temporary nuisance. They may signal an underlying issue, such as high cholesterol. High cholesterol levels can contribute to restricted blood flow, not just in the legs or extremities, but also in the brain. When cholesterol accumulates on the walls of arteries, it can lead to narrowing and hardening of the blood vessels, making it more difficult for blood to flow freely to your brain. This reduced blood flow can cause pressure buildup, resulting in persistent and severe headaches. These types of headaches, related to cholesterol and atherosclerosis, often feel more throbbing, intense, or unrelenting, and might not respond to typical pain relief methods. Identifying and managing high cholesterol early can help reduce the frequency and severity of these headaches, as well as lower the risk of more serious cardiovascular issues. Headaches are one of the most common health complaints, and it's easy to chalk them up to stress, long hours, or poor sleep. However, when headaches become frequent or unusually severe, it's important to consider that there might be an underlying cause. Persistent or intense headaches could be more than just a reaction to your daily routine. They might be a symptom of high cholesterol. Cholesterol isn't just an issue for your heart or arteries in the legs. It can also affect the blood flow to your brain. Over time, excess cholesterol can build up along the walls of blood vessels, causing them to narrow and restricting the flow of oxygen-rich blood to vital areas, like the brain. This diminished blood supply can create a buildup of pressure, which can result in headaches that are more intense and long-lasting than typical ones. Understanding how high cholesterol can affect your brain circulation is crucial in addressing the root cause of these headaches, and managing cholesterol levels effectively can help reduce both the intensity and frequency of these painful episodes. Number 5. Digestive discomfort or pain in the upper abdomen. Your liver plays a crucial role in regulating cholesterol levels. When cholesterol overloads the liver, it can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, or liver inflammation. This can cause discomfort or pain in the upper abdomen. The gallbladder, which stores bile produced by the liver, can also be affected. High cholesterol can form gallstones, leading to sharp pains in the upper right abdomen, especially after consuming fatty meals. Persistent discomfort in this area could be a sign that your liver and gallbladder are struggling to function properly. When it comes to cholesterol, most people think of its effects on the heart and arteries. However, the liver also plays a significant role in regulating cholesterol levels, and it can be deeply impacted when cholesterol levels get too high. The liver is responsible for processing and balancing cholesterol, but an overload of cholesterol can overwhelm its ability to function properly. This can lead to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, or liver inflammation, conditions that may cause discomfort or pain in the upper abdomen. In addition to affecting the liver, high cholesterol can also impact the gallbladder. The gallbladder stores bile produced by the liver to aid in digestion, but an excess of cholesterol can lead to the formation of gallstones. These stones can cause sharp, sudden pains in the upper right side of the abdomen, especially after eating fatty foods. Persistent or recurring discomfort in this area might indicate that your liver and gallbladder are not functioning as they should, signaling the need for medical attention to address underlying cholesterol issues. Number 6. Shortness of breath during mild activity. Feeling winded after climbing a few stairs? It might not be a fitness issue. When cholesterol builds up in the coronary arteries, it narrows the pathways for blood flow, forcing the heart to work harder to pump oxygen-rich blood. Up to 70% of people with high cholesterol report experiencing shortness of breath at some point. It's common to feel out of breath after physical activity, especially if you're not used to regular exercise. But if you find yourself feeling winded after even minimal exertion, like climbing a few stairs, it might be a sign of something more than just a lack of fitness. Shortness of breath, especially when it seems disproportionate to the activity you're doing, can be linked to high cholesterol levels. When cholesterol builds up in the coronary arteries, it can cause them to narrow and restrict blood flow. This makes it harder for your heart to pump oxygen-rich blood efficiently, forcing the heart to work harder. As a result, you may experience shortness of breath, even during light activities. Studies show that up to 70% of people with high cholesterol report experiencing shortness of breath at some point, making it an important symptom to pay attention to. If you're regularly feeling winded, it might be time to have your cholesterol levels checked. Number 7. Cold hands and feet. Experiencing freezing hands and feet can be more than just a reaction to chilly weather. When cholesterol accumulates in blood vessels, it restricts circulation, especially in the smaller vessels that supply the extremities. Less warm blood reaches your fingers and toes, making them feel cold even in moderate temperatures. It's easy to brush off cold hands and feet as simply a reaction to the weather, but if you frequently experience this sensation, even when the temperature isn't particularly cold, it could be a sign of an underlying issue. Freezing extremities can be more than just an inconvenience. They may be a signal that your circulation is impaired. High cholesterol levels can contribute to this by accumulating in the blood vessels, narrowing the pathways through which blood flows. This restriction in circulation is especially noticeable in the smaller vessels that supply blood to your fingers and toes. As a result, less warm blood reaches these areas, making your hands and feet feel cold even in moderate temperatures. If you're regularly experiencing this, it could indicate that your cholesterol levels are affecting your circulation, and it's worth consulting a healthcare provider to check your heart health and cholesterol. Number 8. Memory problems and brain fog. Your brain requires constant oxygen-rich blood to function optimally. When cholesterol builds up in the arteries leading to the brain, it restricts blood flow, leading to cognitive decline, memory loss, and brain fog. Studies have linked high cholesterol to an increased risk of Alzheimer's disease and dementia. We often think of cholesterol as a problem for our heart and blood vessels, but its impact can extend far beyond that. In fact, cholesterol buildup can affect the brain in significant ways. Your brain relies on a constant supply of oxygen-rich blood to maintain sharp cognitive function and mental clarity. However, when excess cholesterol accumulates in the arteries leading to the brain, it can restrict blood flow, making it harder for the brain to get the nutrients it needs. This reduced circulation can lead to symptoms like cognitive decline, memory loss, and brain fog. In the long term, high cholesterol has been linked to an increased risk of developing neurodegenerative conditions such as Alzheimer's disease and dementia. Keeping cholesterol levels in check is essential not just for heart health, but for preserving brain function as well. Number 9. Chronic fatigue and sluggishness. Feeling exhausted even after a good night's sleep? When cholesterol narrows your arteries, your heart has to work harder to pump blood, making basic functions more challenging. Studies suggest that people with high cholesterol often report chronic fatigue and low energy levels due to reduced oxygen and nutrient supply to their cells. We've all experienced feeling a bit tired or sluggish after a long day or a poor night's sleep. But if you're feeling consistently exhausted, even after a full night's rest, it might be a sign of something more serious. Chronic fatigue, despite adequate sleep, could be linked to high cholesterol levels. When cholesterol builds up in the arteries, It causes them to narrow and restrict blood flow, making it harder for your heart to efficiently pump oxygen-rich blood throughout the body. As a result, your cells receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients, which can lead to feelings of low energy and constant fatigue. Studies suggest that individuals with high cholesterol often report chronic tiredness, which can affect their daily activities and overall quality of life. Recognizing this connection could be key in identifying and managing high cholesterol, helping you regain energy and prevent further health complications. Number 10. Chest pain or tightness. One of the most alarming signs of high cholesterol is chest pain. This occurs when cholesterol buildup leads to coronary artery disease, CAD, narrowing or blocking arteries supplying blood to the heart. Chest pain, pressure, or tightness, especially during exertion, could indicate that your heart isn't getting enough oxygen. Chest pain is one of the most concerning symptoms when it comes to heart health, and it should never be ignored. While many of us associate chest pain with stress or muscle strain, it can also be a warning sign of something far more serious, like high cholesterol. When cholesterol accumulates in the arteries, it can lead to coronary artery disease, CAD, a condition where the arteries supplying blood to the heart become narrowed or blocked. This limits the amount of oxygen-rich blood reaching the heart, causing pain, pressure, or tightness in the chest. The discomfort is often more pronounced during physical exertion, when your heart needs more oxygen to keep up with activity. If you experience chest pain or tightness, it could be a sign that your heart isn't getting enough oxygen, and it's crucial to seek medical attention to assess your cholesterol levels and overall cardiovascular health. Number 11. Skin discoloration or a bluish tint. High cholesterol can compromise circulation, leading to pale or ashen skin, especially in the fingers, toes, and lips. In some cases, you may notice a bluish tint, cyanosis, signaling that tissues aren't receiving enough oxygen. Poor circulation due to high cholesterol doesn't just affect the skin. It can lead to serious complications like PAD. We often think of skin color changes as being tied to cold weather or emotions, but persistent changes can sometimes signal underlying health issues. One of the less obvious effects of high cholesterol is compromised circulation, which can cause the skin, particularly around the fingers, toes, and lips, to appear pale or ashen. This is due to the narrowing of blood vessels caused by cholesterol buildup, which restricts the flow of oxygen-rich blood to your extremities. In more severe cases, you might notice a bluish tint to your skin, known as cyanosis, indicating that your tissues are not receiving enough oxygen. This poor circulation, if left untreated, can lead to more serious complications, such as peripheral artery disease, PAD, where blood flow to the limbs is significantly reduced. If you notice any changes in skin color or experience other circulation-related symptoms, it's essential to address the underlying cholesterol issues to prevent further health complications. Number 12. Erectile Dysfunction ED in men. High cholesterol can impact circulation throughout the body, including the genital area, making it harder to achieve or maintain an erection. Research indicates that men with high cholesterol are significantly more likely to experience ED, making it an unexpected but important warning sign of cardiovascular health issues. When we think about the effects of high cholesterol, we often focus on heart disease, stroke, and other serious health conditions. However, high cholesterol can have a more subtle yet significant impact on other areas of the body, including sexual health. One of the lesser-known effects of high cholesterol is its impact on circulation, particularly in the genital area. When cholesterol accumulates in the arteries, it narrows the blood vessels, restricting blood flow throughout the body. This can make it harder to achieve or maintain an erection, a condition known as erectile dysfunction ED. In fact, research shows that men with high cholesterol are significantly more likely to experience ED, and it may be an early warning sign of cardiovascular problems. Recognizing ED as a potential symptom of high cholesterol can prompt timely medical intervention to address both sexual health and overall heart health. So control your cholesterol now. High cholesterol may not always be loud in its warning signs, but these subtle messages are crucial for our health. By recognizing these indicators, we empower ourselves to take charge before more serious issues develop. Simple lifestyle changes, like swapping unhealthy fats for heart-healthy options, increasing physical activity, and eating more fruits and vegetables, can significantly impact cholesterol levels and overall well-being. Remember, regular checkups are vital to staying ahead of potential health concerns. Let's embrace a heart-healthy lifestyle together. Your future self will thank you for it.